You have Matt Walsh on your left saying, we now have decorated Olympic athletes quitting in the middle of the competition because they're sad. What an absolute embarrassment, but in some ways an appropriate representation of a country that has gone soft. To your right, you have Dan Crenshaw from Texas. Simone Biles has been making America and Houston proud for years. She has been the woman in the arena, a place that internet trolls know nothing about. I don't know if that was a direct shot at Walsh. We can be disappointed in her decisions, but until you're the one stepping up to win gold, maybe sit this one out. I think conservatives largely agree on CRT.
Yeah, that's true.
Conservatives are apparently widely split on the controversy that has kind of manifested within USA Gymnastics. So on Tuesday, USA Gymnastics put out a statement. Simone has withdrawn from the team final competition due to a medical issue. She will be assessed daily to determine medical clearance of future competitions. People drop out. This happens. But there was a lot of backlash against Biles because she had just come off a very poor performance. And a lot of people kind of interpret that as, oh, things aren't going my way. I'm just going to throw in the towel and call it quits. That is probably way too broad a stroke to look at this issue. And yet that is the way a lot of people are looking at this issue. And just to give you a quick example, I have two tweets queued up. They are both from pretty prominent check marks in the conservative Twitter sphere. You have Matt Walsh on your left saying, we now have decorated Olympic athletes quitting in the middle of the competition because they're sad. What an absolute embarrassment, but in some ways an appropriate representation of a country that has gone soft. To your right, you have Dan Crenshaw from Texas. Simone Biles has been making America and Houston proud for years. She has been the woman in the arena, a place that internet trolls know nothing about. I don't know if that was a direct shot at Walsh. We can be disappointed in her decisions, but until you're the one stepping up to win gold, maybe sit this one out. So this really illustrates to me, and actually even just conversations I've had with coworkers, we are wildly split on this.
Yes, even here.
Yeah, even within this building. So I guess my first question for you guys, just up front, personally, do you guys think she made the right move? Do you guys believe that this is a mental health issue and not just her performing bad? Where do you stand on this, just broadly?
Well, okay. I'm going to try to give a good answer and not a bad one. I don't know anything about her situation. I have a feeling that this is the right decision and that, she has some serious issues going on. Mm-hmm. I'm more on the Dan Crenshaw side of things. That being said, I think it's really important that we don't just toss aside the argument the other side is making because, I don't think it applies to Simone Biles, but I do think it is a trend we're seeing among a lot of people.
That's a really good point.
That are just crying mental illness when really they're anxious or whatever. Yeah. Because we've become so much more accepting of people who are depressed, of people, who have anxiety issues. Now it's really easy for people to use that as an excuse and a crutch. Mm-hmm. That's 100% true. I don't think that's what's happening with Simone Biles. She has made this country so proud. She is the GOAT of gymnastics. She's amazing. So, the fact that she had to step out.
The Tom Brady of gymnastics.
And I think you might. I don't know if you have more tweets you're going to share or not, but people have been talking about how in gymnastics, if you're off by a little bit, if you're off your game and you mess up just a little bit, you can seriously hurt yourself more than almost any other sport.
Which is the other side of the. I didn't do well, so I'm going to quit. No, it could be I didn't do well, and if that happens again, I might be paralyzed for life.
Yeah.
So maybe I should step back now. I am firmly in the Crenshaw camp here, and I'll give you 3 reasons. One, I really try not to judge. I fail at this all the time, but I really try not to judge other people. Because I do not want them judging me, because I will fail in that judgment all the time.
Yeah.
Because I know that I don't live up to my own standards for behavior. So I'm certainly not going to live up to yours. So I do not want to be, I want to be judged by the same rule that I judge other people. And therefore I try not to judge other people at all because I need grace. One of the values that we hold dear at the Western Journal is grace. You can go to our website and it lists our core values, and that's one of them. And the way we define grace is we give people the benefit of the doubt. And that means that I look at a Simone Biles, and if she says, I don't think it's smart for me to do this right now, I go, you get the benefit of the doubt from me. I agree with you. If that is your judgment call to make, I am on your side. I don't want you to be hurt. That's literally what we say at this company we do. And so I'd be a hypocrite if I did anything else here, because am supposed to enforce those standards at this workplace. And the other thing is that's kind of a Christian argument. There's also a practical argument here. There is no point talking to somebody who is mentally ill in any way, or experiencing emotional difficulties, whether that's anxiety, whether it's actual diagnosed mental illness like PTSD or even schizophrenia, depression, whatever it might be. There's no point in going to that person and saying, "Shape up." It's not.
Yeah.
He's not
Clearly
gonna,
never met my dad.
Yeah. I'm not saying people don't do it. I'm just saying that's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
So you are wasting your time. Why would you want to waste your time, Matt Walsh? Don't you have something more important to tweet about? Why don't you tweet about something that might actually have an effect on somebody's life in a positive way, instead of literally wasting your time, which is what that tweet did. So firmly in the Crenshaw camp. Yeah.